It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Lions and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their minus 3-game win streak. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stanton. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Stanton. That caught by Trimble. And he's got room. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
And this is something this defense is going to have to account for as this game goes on. He's a space player. They want to get him out in the open field and let him make his move. So if you're going to stick with him, you've got to make sure you plaster him, as they like to say on the defensive side of the ball. Otherwise, he'll burn you as he just did there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Giovanni Ricci, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd and 2, Callaway. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Buckley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lions at 11-5 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Callaway. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Callaway. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And really, we're talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Swings this out for Hunt. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 3rd and 2, Stanton. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Stanton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanton. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Out of the gun now on third down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway forced out to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Throwing on first down. Callaway. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Callaway. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To throw on second down. Callaway. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Looking to throw on second down. Callaway flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. Looking to throw. Callaway finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Callaway. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Kind of seems a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, Stanton. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Callaway. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Buckley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw on 2nd down. Callaway. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Callaway. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Williams. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves it much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Delay of game,
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Callaway. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have moved out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Stanton. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stanton. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy over. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. The Giants still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Isaiah McKenzie, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Aaron Rodgers, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Callaway. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Callaway eluding the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On the counter, Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down. Stanton. That one is caught by Hunt. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
They'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
As they began this drive, how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Callaway. Buying time to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Callaway. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll look to throw again. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, Buckley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. On 1st down, Callaway. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Callaway. Steps away to his left. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I guess that in his headset, he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Now Stanton. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Stanton. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
On 3rd down, Stanton to Chenault on the slant. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stanton. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 2nd and 6. No, scratch. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. 1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game. Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run again with Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down and 4. Stanton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Stanton. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down. Stanton. He'll leave it for Hunt. Complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down. Stanton. And that is incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Callaway. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Baker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun, Callaway. And he slings one that's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Callaway. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Back to throw again. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down, Buckley. And a short gain here down to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Callaway. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Callaway. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, Stanton. And that will be incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Williams to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. Over the middle, complete. That's Baker.
Complete to number 87. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, Callaway, slant pass. He's got Reynolds. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Callaway. And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Callaway. And his throw here's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Stanton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st down, Stanton. And it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On 2nd and 10, Stanton. Over the middle to Beckham.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Stanton.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Callaway. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Throwing on 1st down. Stanton. Incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Stanton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so,
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, Buckley. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now the Panthers down by 7. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive.
So for the Lions,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time.